Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Now, how many of you have ever dreamed of driving straight past your place of work on a Monday morning, heading straight to the nearest airport and jetting off around the world instead? Well, we've got £1,000,000 that can make that dream a reality. At this moment, we've got 10 shiny new people, all with similar dreams, who applied to be on the show by phoning our Millionaire hotline. Will one of them make it to that life-changing 12th question tonight? Let's meet them. They are Kevin Taylor from Nottinghamshire, Elias Ellis from London, Steph Ujats from Surrey, Ian Gordon from Ayrshire, Martin Pelthorpe from Berkshire, Ian Fennell from Worcestershire, Reg Clark from Devon, David Lang from Hampshire, Lynn Payne from Derbyshire, Neil Rollinson from Caithness. I know what you're thinking. What a funny-looking bunch. Right, fastest finger first, and time to find out which of our top 10 will be first to pit their wits against the brain-teasing Millionaire computer. We have one question, 4 answers, only one correct order, so fastest finger first to find out who can arrive at that correct order in the shortest possible time. No distraction, please, from the audience. I need them to concentrate. Here comes their first question. Starting with the shortest, put these annual sporting events in order of their duration. Wimbledon Championships, Cows Week, FA Cup Final, British Open Golf. Some of them very calm, one at least absolutely hyper. Kind of scary on my right. This is the correct order, first and foremost. Don't forget we're looking for shortest first in the amount of time it takes. So fairly obviously, FA Cup Final, 1 match. British Golf goes on British Open over 4 days. Cows Week is 1 week. And Wimbledon Fortnight is 2 weeks. So that's the right order. Now, 10 started. I'm pretty sure 10 didn't get it right. These got it right. Then we'll find out who's fastest. Not that many. Who was fastest? Neil Rollinson in 5.24 seconds. Neil, you've come a long way. You deserve it. All right? Yeah. OK. So now you're here. You come all the way from the extreme north of the British Isles. You want to play for £1 million? Yes, please. Neil Rollinson from Thurso in Caithness works in the big nuclear power plant up there on the North Scottish coast. He is a health physics surveyor. Don't worry, I've no idea either. I'll ask him later. Now, he proposed to a girl called Sandra on a beautiful local beach. Neil asked her what the red tape was sticking out of a sand dune. She pulled out a champagne bottle that Neil had buried there earlier. She was very puzzled, so he explained to her it was either to drown his sorrows or celebrate their engagement. The fact that Sandra is sitting up there in the audience tonight means the answer was yes. £1 million for the taking, 12 questions for the asking, and as ever there is help at hand courtesy of our 3 lifelines. You can go 50-50, you can phone a friend, and you can ask this rather bewildered-looking audience. Right, Neil, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Question number 1 for £500. You have all 3 lifelines. Here we go. In which of these countries is yodelling a traditional form of communication? Egypt, Switzerland, Mexico, Australia.
I would go for B, Chris.
Switzerland? It's the right answer. You got £500. Neil, last point at which I have to warn you, you could go home with nothing. I'm sure you won't. You have all 3 lifelines intact. Use them if you have to. You probably won't need them either. Question number 2 will guarantee you going all the way back to the extreme north of Scotland with at least £1,000. Here it comes. Which word refers to the moving of a train from one track to another? Shelving, shafting, shunting, shooting.
That was C, Chris. Shunting.
It's the right answer. You got £1,000, Neil. All right. Cool, you come a long way.
Yes.
Big old journey.
Not too bad. It was quite enjoyable on the plane. Where
do you come from, Inverness or?
Thurso.
Oh, you do? One of the guys who came down from Thurso before, he actually did, well, he called it, research for the show all the way down. And by the time he got here, he knew every king of England since Ethelred the Unready or something. Unfortunately, not a single question about kings of England came up.
I've done exactly the same.
Well, you can't prepare.
No.
You know, I mean, you can't, there's, I forget, 30-odd thousand brand new questions in the computer every season we start, and you can't be ready for it. Yeah. Feel good? Feel confident?
Depends what the questions are, what comes up.
What does Sandra say? What's her advice?
Sandra says read the questions twice. Just take your time, don't rush, and get it right.
No pressure then?
No.
OK, you have £1,000. You are 10 away from £1 million. You have 50-50. You can phone a friend. You can ask the audience. Have a look. Question number 3. This is for £2,000. The line, "Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears," comes from which Shakespeare play? Antony and Cleopatra, Julius Caesar, Troilus and Cressida, Coriolanus.
That'll be B, Julius Caesar.
Sure? Not Antony and Cleopatra?
No.
Final answer?
Final answer.
It's the right answer. You got £2,000. It is spoken by Mark Antony, but it is in the play Julius Caesar. It's the right answer. So Neil has now got £2,000. He is at this moment 9 away from £1 million. He has not yet touched any lifelines. We'll take a break. Don't go away. Welcome back to the second part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Health physics surveyor Neil Rollinson, currently on £2,000. He has all 3 lifelines. What does that mean? What do you do?
Basically, I work in a nuclear power station and I check to see that there's no leak of contamination or radiation from the plant.
That's probably quite important.
Yes, I would say so.
Do you like working in that part of the world? It's a great country up there. It's beautiful.
Lovely. It's very quiet, you know, nice people.
Stunning.
Yeah.
You have £2,000. You are 4 away from 50,000. You have 3 lifelines. Is that a sort of goal for you, that sort of area?
I'd like to get 10,000. That'd be a nice amount.
That'd be good.
I'd love to have, you know, get to 50 and have a crack at the 75.
Fantastic. OK. Well, you know what she said. Get it right. Question number 4 is for £5,000. You have not yet touched any lifelines. Here it comes. The city of Rio de Janeiro lies on which ocean? Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, Arctic.
Let's see. I'm just trying to eliminate.
All right, take your time.
It's in Brazil, but it's on the right-hand side. It's not that one, it's not that one, it's not that one, it has to be that one. I think it's a Atlantic.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Sandra up there thinks it's Pacific. Would she know? Is she a very, very intelligent woman?
Yes.
Good answer. On this occasion, she's wrong. You're right. You have £5,000. And you met her in hospital.
That's right, yeah.
How was that?
My friend was having an operation and I went to see him. And his wife was there, and his wife is Sandra's sister. And Sandra walked in and I thought, oh, yes, very nice.
I beg your pardon? You thought, oh, yes.
Something like that.
And then you did this amazingly romantic, elaborate proposal with the hidden bottle of champagne and all that.
It was quite smart the way the thread unravelled the whole way down the sand dune. It did look good. But she hadn't a clue. And she was amazed by it.
Are you naturally a romantic kind of guy?
I would say so, yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
And did she immediately go, yes?
She hesitated for a little bit. But thankfully she said yes.
Okay. Just trying to get a picture of you. You're doing well. You've got £5,000. You have 3 lifelines untouched. You're 3 away from 50 grand. Question number 5 is the amount you said you'd love to get to, £10,000. Double your money here, Neil. You do not have to play this. You could use all 3 lifelines and walk away. You'd lose 4 grand, but it's worth 10,000. Here it comes. In 2010, comedian Russell Brand announced his engagement to which pop star? Lily Allen, Pixie Lott, Taylor Swift, Katy Perry.
I can see them standing in the newspaper. It's just having a nerve to go for it, you know what I mean?
You've got 3 lifelines.
Katy Perry. It's not Taylor Swift. It's Katy Perry.
Final answer.
Final answer.
When that came up, you looked absolutely horrified. You went, oh, no.
She was in the back of my mind. It was Katy Perry. And the other ones, no, they don't fit. So I think it's Katy Perry.
It's the right answer. You got £10,000. Are you all right?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm actually quite enjoying it.
Okay. You got 10 grand. You are 2 away from 50,000. You have not yet touched any lifelines. You're only 7 away from £1 million. Question number 6 is for £20,000. Here it comes. Which of these racecourses is on the South Downs? Aintree, Goodwood, Newmarket, Wincanton.
It's not my thing. Horse racing. Haven't a clue. No.
50-50, phone a friend, ask the audience.
I would like to ask the audience,
Okay.
please, Chris.
It's for £20,000. This is the question. Which of these racecourses is on the South Downs? A is Aintree, B is Goodwood, C is Newmarket, D is Wincanton. One of those is worth £20,000. A, B, C or D, please all vote now. It's not huge, but it's a big majority. 9% Aintree, 62% Goodwood, 16% Newmarket, 13% say Wincanton.
It's a good percentage, that.
62%. It's your call. It's pretty high, but it's up to
Yes,
you.
I'll go with the audience, please, Chris. Goodwood.
62% say Goodwood.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Final answer.
You haven't a clue.
No, not a clue. Just Melon.
Well, that will be nutters.
They don't look nutters.
It is the right answer. You got £20,000. It's a beautiful racecourse, an absolutely stunning setting in West Sussex, down on the South Downs. Now, it's getting a bit serious now, isn't it? Mm-hmm. If you win some money, well, you've got £1,000 anyway, you've got 20 grand at the moment. What are you going to do? What's your list?
Well, the first thing to do, we've bought a new house, and it's a nice neighbourhood, and we're the only one that's got no drive. It's just chippings, stone. So I'd like to put a new drive in so the neighbours don't...
Or tarmac?
Yes, tarmac.
Well, how much will that cost?
5 grand.
5 grand? For a tarmac drive?
It's quite a large drive.
Where are you, Balmoral? Good grief. Well, you're on the way to all this. You've got £20,000. Now, listen, Neil, do not lose this. You can walk away with this money. You have 2 lifelines. You've got a 50-50 phone a friend. You can use them both on the next question. And if you're still not happy, still walk away with £20,000. If you give me a wrong answer, no tarmac drive, you lose £19,000. All right, mate, please don't do that. Question number 7, however, is for £50,000. Serious money. That would be the minimum amount you would go home with tonight. And you have got 2 lifelines to help you get there. Have a look at it. Question number 7 of a possible 12 is this. In which field is Roland Mouret a famous name? Tennis, fashion design, weather forecasting, hairstyling.
Not a clue.
How did I know you were going to say that?
No, I haven't a clue.
Got 50-50, got phone a friend.
It'll have to be phone a friend.
Okay.
Chris. Now.
Ooh, now who do you know? Who'd know this? Who might know this?
I'll try... Audrey.
Audrey?
Please.
Okay. What's she do?
She's an IT consultant. She's good on your way... celebrities and stuff like that.
Okay, try it. Where's she? Scotland?
She's in Scotland, in Watton.
Hello?
Audrey!
Hello.
Hello! Chris Tarrant here, good evening, how are you?
I'm very well, Chris, thank you. Yourself?
Well, no, I'm fine, and thank you for caring. Now, well, you know what this means? The fact I'm ringing you means Neil's here, he's in the chair, got Sandra sitting, grinning down from the top at us.
Right.
He's doing all right, actually, but he's stuck on a particular question. He's hoping you'll know the answer.
Okay.
All right, my darling, so the next voice will be Neil's.
Right.
He will tell you the question. There are 4 possible answers. One of those is the one we need.
Okay, Chris, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Right, Neil, fingers crossed. 30 seconds, your time starts now.
In which field is Roland Mouret a famous name? Tennis, fashion design, weather forecasting, hairstyling.
How do you spell the surname?
M-O-U-R-E-T. Roland Mouret.
4 choices are?
Tennis, fashion designer, weather forecasting, hairstyling. You've got 10
I
seconds.
have to go with fashion designer, but I'm only 50%, Neil.
Fashion designer.
Yeah, but only 50%.
Okay, thank you, Audrey.
Okay then, good luck.
Bye.
What did she say, fashion design?
Fashion design.
But not that certain.
No. Could I go 50-50, please?
Yeah, okay, last lifeline. Right. Computer, take away 2 random wrong answers, leave Neil the right answer, and the 1 remaining wrong answer. Fashion design's still there. Weather forecasting is there. You don't have to play this, Neil. You got 20 grand.
Sounds like a fashion designer as well.
In which field is Roland Mouret a famous name? Fashion design, weather forecasting. One of those is worth £50,000.
conversation. I'm only here once. Yeah, I'll go fashion designer, please.
Say the words, Neil.
Final answer.
You haven't a clue, you've never heard of them. We'll take a break. Welcome back to the third part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We're back with Neil Rollinson, who let out a bit of a whimper when we took a break because he's not at all sure whether Roland Murray is a forecaster or a fashion designer. He's a fashion designer. You just won 50,000. At least.
Lovely.
You were looking absolutely terrified going into that break. Are you all right?
Oh, brilliant.
Are you medically sound?
Yes, thank you.
You haven't lost one for weeks. Have a look, Neil. This is what you've done. Have a look. You've done it well as well. You've done it the hard way. There you are.
Oh, nice.
She loves you. Funny that. Going to take it. It's your cheque. Neil, calm down. It's your money.
Nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
OK, I'll put it there while Neil sorts himself out. Now, he's got £50,000. That's guaranteed. That's the minimum amount he'll go home with. Before we go any further, just a quick reminder of how you at home can win some money. Yes, there's £1,000 for one of you at home who can correctly answer this question. Kingfisher is a shade of which colour? A, blue, B, pink, C, brown, D, grey. All you have to do is text GAME, G-A-M-E, and your answer, A, B, C or D, to 84644, or you can give us a ring on 09012 93 1000. Players must be 16 or over, and the lines will close towards the end of the show. For full terms and conditions, go to www.itv.com/millionaire. Right, back to Neil Rollinson. You have 50,000. You can time up your drive now.
Yes.
10 times.
10 times.
Murray's the guy who did the moon dress that you probably don't know about the moon dress that Victoria Beckham made famous. You have 50 grand. What would you do? Apart from the drive, because you said if I got 10 grand tonight, that would be fantastic. You got 5 times that amount. You may not have finished yet either.
Sorry, we've got mortgages and debts. This will go a long way to pay them off. You know, in this climate. You can buy Sandra a present as well.
A present?
I'll get her a present.
Good boy. OK. You got 50 grand. You've got no more lifelines. You use them getting there, which is good. But question number 8 is one of those you might as well play. You are guaranteed, it's not sinking in yet, you are guaranteed to go home with £50,000 at least. Wow. Tax-free. But question number 8 is one of those you might as well play. It's worth £75,000. You play it anyway, you've got no lifelines. Have a look at question number 8. You're only 5 away from $1 million. You've got £50,000 at this moment. Here it comes. What kind of musical work is Liberty Bell by John Philip Sousa? Nocturne, polka, march, waltz. Why are you grinning?
I've not a clue. Again, not a clue.
You don't appear to care, Neil.
No, it's going to be a guess.
Well, have a look, because it's worth another £25,000. That'd be ever so handy. You got 50 grand. Nocturne, polka, march, waltz. Liberty Bell by John Philip Sousa.
Go for waltz. I'll not mess about. Waltz. Final answer.
Sandra thinks it's waltz as well. When you think about it, she was wrong last time. She's wrong again this time. The right answer is March. Not bad, though. Not a bad night, was it?
No.
Worth the trip from Northern Scotland, I think.
It was.
Take it now. It's yours. Cheers. He goes away with £50,000. Oh, brilliant. What a vote.
Cheers.
Enjoy it. £50,000. Happy bunny going all the way back to Northern Scotland. 50 grand better off. We still have 9 trigger-happy contestants about to have their fingers become a blur over their fastest finger first keypads. Nice and quiet, please, audience. Here comes their next question. Put these tourist attractions in order from north to south. Alton Towers, Eden Project, Edinburgh Castle, Stonehenge. OK, let's have a look then. This is the right order. Starting from the north, fairly obviously, up the top in Scotland, Edinburgh Castle, Alton Towers in Staffordshire, then Stonehenge is down in Wiltshire, Eden Project is right across in the west-south in Cornwall. So that's the right order. Now, 9 stars. How many got it right out of 9? Let's have a look. Quite a few. Ian Fennell was fastest in 4.69. Ian, you're late. Striking. Are you ready for this? Put your money. Ian Fennell has lived all over the place, from the Isle of Wight to Cape Town, but he settled 2 years ago in Kidderminster in Worcestershire. Ian suffers from ME, so he has not been able to work since April 2009. In his time, though, he's been very busy. He's been a bookseller, a finance administrator, a payroll officer, a rent collector, and latterly a freelance web developer. His wife, Mandy, is South African, but they did not meet in Cape Town. In fact, they met in the Himalayas, like you do. They've been married for 13 years. They have 8-year-old twin boys, Alex and Jesse. Up in the audience, though, is Jenny, a long-standing friend. Ian says he'd love to win enough on the show to buy a camper van and take the family off touring Europe. The twins would like to go even further afield. They've got their sights set on Egypt and Japan. Very complicated, lots to talk about. But first, let's get some money. 12 questions, 3 brand new lifelines, £1 million. Ian, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So, back down at the bottom again. Let's try and get back up towards the top. Question number 1 is for £500. You have all 3 lifelines. Here it comes. Which word refers to the father of a horse, particularly one kept for breeding? Pater, sire, kinsman, esquire.
I think I'll go for B, sire.
It's the right answer, Ian. You have 500 quid. Question number 2 is for £1,000. Last point at which you could go home with nothing. You have 3 lifelines. This will guarantee you at least £1,000. Here it comes. Traditionally, which foodstuff is thrown at a wedding? Sugar, almonds, rice, lentils.
I'd be pretty certain that it's C, rice, but sitting here, I'm not even sure of my own name.
Take your time, have a look.
Okay. No, I think it's C, rice.
Not lentils.
Oh. Lentils would be good, wouldn't they?
A terrible mess of the front. It is the right answer. You have £1,000. You are called Ian Fennell, trust me. Oh, your kids, you want to go to Europe with a camper van?
I'd like to tour.
Your kids want to go all over the place, but they're only 8.
They've got ideas.
They clearly have.
They did ancient Egypt in school recently, so
Oh, I see, that's
they're
why
very
they're excited
excited by
about
that.
that.
They want to go to the pyramids
And then they want to go to Japan as well.
for some reason. I don't know why.
So Daddy needs to
Kung fu.
come back with more money, basically.
Yeah. Well, it would helpful.
OK. You have £1,000. Have a look at question number 3. This is for £2,000 here, and you haven't touched any lifelines yet. Here we go. Which of these sporting officials usually wears white gloves? Tennis umpire, horse racing steward, snooker referee, gymnastics judge.
Sport isn't really my area, but I remember watching Pot Black a long time ago. I'm pretty sure the snooker referee had white gloves so that he didn't contaminate the snooker balls. The tennis umpire? Sure. I can't think of any other reason why any of the other guys would wear white gloves. So I think I'll go for C, snooker referee.
Final answer.
Yeah, final answer.
It's the right answer. You've got £2,000. How are you feeling?
About as relaxed as I could be.
This is a bit of a giveaway.
Yeah.
I'm so relaxed.
Feeling fine, actually. I'm having fun.
You have £2,000. Question number 4 is for 5,000. You have all 3 lifelines. Have a look. Which character did Gretchen Franklin play in EastEnders? Kathy Mitchell, Lou Beale, Ethel Skinner, Angie Watts.
There's somebody I know who I should have had as a phone a friend, perhaps, because they'd know this immediately. But I don't watch EastEnders. I haven't
What,
done
at
it for a
all?
while. No, not really, no. I did watch it a long time ago, for occasionally. So I haven't got a clue, actually, so I'd like to ask the audience.
Right, I think this is the sort of thing audience will probably know. Audience, this is the question. It's worth £5,000. Which character did Gretchen Franklin play in EastEnders? Now, A on your keypad's Kathy Mitchell, B is Lou Beale, C, Ethel Skinner, D, Angie Watts. A, B, C or D, all vote now. %, Kathy Mitchell, 13% Lou Beale, 80% Ethel Skinner, 3% Angie Watts. That means nothing to you whatsoever, does it?
I'm convinced by the percentages, though. I think I'll trust the audience.
It's a big percentage,
Yeah, so C, Ethel Skinner.
even though you've never seen her.
Yep, I haven't got a clue. I wouldn't recognise her in the street.
Final answer.
Yeah, final answer.
It's the right answer. You've got £5,000. She played Ethel Skinner. Sadly, she died in 2005 at the age of 94. Right, Ian now has £5,000. He still has a phone a friend. He still has a 50-50. He's just 3 right answers away from another cheque tonight for £50,000. Don't go away. Welcome back to the final part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, where much-travelled Ian Fennell from Kidderminster has reached £5,000. He only so far has used 1 lifeline. You really have travelled all over the place, haven't you?
Not recently, but yeah, I did some travelling in
South Africa,
Yeah,
Himalayas was a bit of an epic trip, and it's where you met Mandy.
yeah, we met.
How do you meet your future wife in the Himalayas? How does that work?
We were both taking a year out, and we were both walking by ourselves in the Annapurna region in Nepal.
What, entirely alone?
Yeah, each of us we were very naive. We weren't weren't really following the health and safety rules in.
Well, I was just going to say, I don't know enough about that, but surely you're not supposed to go walking on your own up Annapurna.
We were in January, in the coldest time of year, in a blizzard.
Good plan.
Sorry?
Good plan. And you both went, why are you all on your own?
Yeah, well, we ended up in a village in the way up in the mountains, and decided to carry on together for safety's sake, really.
Yeah.
And we ended up spending the next 3 months in the Himalayas, travelling, walking around. Then we went to Thailand to get warm.
That's great. I was in the Himalayas. I went to Thailand to get warm.
It was cold in the Himalayas.
And you came back here and you married. It's a great story. Now, question number 5 is for 10,000. Here it comes. The alcoholic drink Madeira comes from which country? Hungary, Italy, Greece, Portugal.
I think it's Portugal because I think the island of Madeira is a Portuguese possession.
Want to play?
Yeah, Portugal.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Once you say that, it goes to orange, and there's no going back. It's the right answer. You got £10,000. You got 10,000. You could double your money here. You would lose 9 grand if you give me a wrong answer. Question number 6 is for £20,000. You're 2 away from 50,000. Have a look at this question. You're halfway there. 6 out of 12. Here's the question. Which fictional children's character lives in 10 Acre Field? Wurzel Gummidge, Mr. Toad, Piglet, Dr. Dolittle. One of those is worth £20,000. You have 2 lifelines.
Piglet was in the Winnie the Pooh books, and the Winnie the Pooh books, Winnie the Pooh lived in the 100-acre wood, if I remember, so I don't know if the 10-acre field was part of the 100-acre wood. Mr. Toad, I think he lived in a house. Dr. Dolittle lived in a village. Wurzel Gummidge might have lived in a field, but if I remember, he was a scarecrow, so a field sounds plausible. But I'm not sure. So I'd like to take 50-50 on this, if I can.
OK. Right, computer, take away 2 random wrong answers. Leave Ian the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. Wurzel Gummidge still there? Dr. Dolittle still there? One of those is worth £20,000.
Very much veering towards Wurzel Gummidge, but I might be completely... Actually watched the old film with the kids a little while ago, Dr. Dolittle, with Rex Harrison, and I don't remember him living in a field. I'm going to go with Wurzel Gummidge.
Say it.
Say what?
You know what to say.
Final answer, Wurzel Gummidge.
You just got £20,000. This is getting serious, isn't it? You've already seen one contestant tonight go away with £50,000. You could be the next. It would be great. You have £20,000. Question number 7 would guarantee £50,000. That would be the minimum amount. You would take a cheque home for that amount of money if you gave me a right answer. You've got to phone a friend. You could phone a friend if you're stuck and still walk away with £20,000. Have a look at it. Question number 7 is this. What is the title of Britain's Got Talent winner Paul Potts' first album? One Chance, One Voice, One Life, One Hope.
Absolutely no clue.
How did I know you wouldn't be a Paul Potts fan? Just a guess.
I might have known Well, my boys were absolutely addicted to Britain's Got Talent, so I sort of paid attention to it, but
Did you buy them the album?
I didn't buy them the album. They didn't ask for
Dad.
it.
One of those. Now, have you got a friend that would know?
Just trying to think. I'll phone my sister.
Your sister?
Yeah.
Is she a fan?
Of Britain's Got Talent?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, actually.
Is she a good choice?
She might be.
Okay.
I suspect she might be more of have more of a clue than the other phoner friends.
Okay, right. What's she called?
Kate.
Kate. Okay, we'll phone Kate. Tell her the question, 4 possible answers. Shall I tell her it's worth £50,000?
No.
No. Might focus her mind a bit.
Oh, okay, we can. You can.
Hello?
Kate?
Yes?
It's Chris Tarrant here. Good evening.
Good evening.
Are you all right? It sounded kind of manic in your house. Everything okay?
Well, I wasn't expecting it to be you, to be honest, because it came up with a number.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. Okay, right, now. Kate, serious business. You know what's happened? I've got your brother here.
Yes.
He's stuck on a particular question. He's doing rather well, but he's stuck on one particular question. He says you're bound to know it.
Well...
No, he didn't say that, actually. He said you might.
No, I didn't think he would.
All right, my darling, next voice here will be Ian to tell you the question. There are still 4 possible answers. Hopefully you can give him one in 30 seconds.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Ian, 30 seconds. Good luck. Your time starts now.
Kate, Britain's Got Talent winner Paul Potts had his first album. Do you know what it was called? Was it called
No.
One Chance, One Life, One Voice, or One Hope?
I never watched Britain's Got Talent.
Well, you know, have you heard of Paul Potts?
I've heard of Paul Potts, who's the opera-typey singer.
The other album out.
One Voice might be an option, but I really, really don't know.
Good choice she was.
I've got absolutely no clue, so I'm not going to gamble 20,000. So I'm going to take the money.
You sure?
Absolutely
You don't
sure.
feel tempted?
Yeah, I could be tempted, but
Well, you wouldn't have a clue which one.
it would be a stab in the dark, and I think £20,000 is an excellent thing to come away with after a fun day out. So
It's good.
Thanks very much. Yeah, I'll take that.
Right, you can take the money. Final answer.
Final answer.
Give a big hand. Ian Fennell goes away with £20,000. Just out of interest, just purely to amuse yourself, if you'd had a guess, what would you have gone for?
Probably One Voice, but that... Tell me.
That would probably have been wrong.
Oh, good.
Your answer actually would have been One Chance.
Okay. Well, thank heavens for that.
Oh.
Yeah.
OK, give a big hand. £20,000. That's all we got time for earlier on tonight. Hopeless romantic Neil Rollinson delighted his wife Sandra with a big old cheque for £50,000. Ian Fennell here ends the show on £20,000. So from me and everybody here on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, we'll see you next time. Good night.
Up next is the latest news headlines from around the world, plus a national weather forecast. Then at 10:35, Sherman Klump is hoping to make himself more attractive to women by becoming Buddy Love in The Nutty Professor. And for news and gossip on all your favourite programmes, go to stv.tv.